Welcome back here to the Hill on News Nation. Did we just see a potential red flag for the job market? The payroll firm ADP is reporting that private sector employment only added 37,000 new jobs in May. Economists had predicted a much higher number, 110,000. It's the lowest level since March of 2023. And if you look at this chart, here it continues a downward trend that started late last year. Now, one of the big goals of President Trump's tariffs is to bring back American jobs, especially manufacturing jobs. Right now, nearly 13 million people are employed in manufacturing, according to the National Association of Manufacturers. The sector contributed nearly $3 trillion to the country's GDP last year. That's why we wanted to hear from Jay Timmons tonight. He is the president and CEO of the National Association of Manufacturers. It's been roughly 2 months since quote-unquote Liberation Day, and Jay Timmons is back with us now. Hello, sir.
Good to see you.
Thanks for being in tonight. I kind of wanted to just sort of a status checkup from you on where things stand, because we got to read today on sort of manufacturing and where it is, but I wanted to show you a 5-year chart. And it shows sort of how COVID, there was a manufacturing boom, right? And then that came down, and there was a pickup at the start, here it is, of the Trump administration, but it's dropped. And so when you look at the 5-year picture, it's that. What are you seeing, I guess, over the last 60 days or so, given the president's policies?
Yeah, I think people are really looking at the future, and they're trying to be steady at this point, to be honest. But there is caution. There's no doubt about that.
Okay.
You mentioned job openings or the number of jobs that were created. We have 382,000 open jobs in manufacturing, so we're hiring.
Okay.
And we're going to need more and more people, especially as some of these goals are realized that the president has set for manufacturing.
How come we can't fill them?
Well,
what's the challenge?
There's a lot of reasons that number has been pretty consistent over the last several years, and the challenge is we have to have more technical training for so many young people and folks that want to make a transition in their career.
Hoping you could square this for me, because we keep hearing from, or we heard, I should say, from Jay Powell, the chairman of the Federal Reserve, that the economy is, in his view, doing just fine. Watch.
We believe that the current stance of monetary policy leaves us well positioned to respond in a timely way to potential economic developments.
He said the economy is doing in just fine shape, but then we see the president with a post out overnight saying, you know what, Xi Jinping is hard to deal with. Yeah. So if the economy's fine now, but this big question about China still overhangs, how does that impact the manufacturing world and what you're hearing and seeing from companies?
Well, look, I think uncertainty can be a killer of economic progress, and we have uncertainty right now. In fact, we released our quarterly outlook survey for the second quarter. We had a pretty precipitous drop in manufacturing optimism from 70 points in the first quarter to 55 points in the second quarter. But look, here's the good news, right?
Yep.
We could talk all day
I
about
want the good news, so give it to me.
The good news is we have a president that is laser focused on growing manufacturing in the United States. And he's doing that in a couple of ways. He's providing some carrots. If you look at the tax bill, I mean, we are working really hard to get that through. That's especially important for small manufacturers. It's especially important to preserve 6 million jobs that'll be lost if that bill doesn't get passed. He's doing it in the regulatory space, making sure that regulations are rebalanced for us to be able to compete more successfully around the world. They're focusing on workforce development through the Department of Labor, which is great for manufacturing to fill those jobs we talked about. And then there's a stick. And the stick are the tariffs. And honestly, that's the one thing I always hear from manufacturers is, where are we going with this? We have a little over a month to get 89 trade agreements done. But here's the carrot that is possible with that. We're going to be presenting to the administration tomorrow the manufacturing investment accelerator program.
Tell me about that, because you are going to the White House, or at least presenting this to them. What are you trying to get out of them? What is it? What are you trying to get out of them?
So we want to help the president attract investment here to the United States, the same goals that he has. We want to invest and grow jobs here. And this program has 3 main components. The first is a speed pass, if you will, to provide a license for duty-free treatment of critical inputs. So think critical minerals. You had a segment on that in the last half hour, right? Yep. We can't get those here. We don't mine those here. We got to get them here. We don't want them to be more expensive. Machinery that goes on a shop floor for a new facility that you're building. If we don't make it here, let's get it in here duty-free. And then the second component is really an investment accelerator rebate. If something has to be tariffed, Then if it is used to grow manufacturing investment in the United States, let's have a rebate.
Okay.
The third component is a quarterly dialogue with administration officials to make sure that this is all going the way that they want it to go. Can you imagine President Trump in one of those meetings saying, I'd actually love this. We need more investment in the United States, and being able to have that back and forth about this is what is working and this is maybe where we need a little bit more.
All right, let us know what happens. Letting the White House know.
We're pretty excited.
You are excited.
Yeah.
I can tell. Jay Timmons, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. We'll talk.